On 21st April 2019, 3 churches in Sri Lanka and 3 luxury hotels in the commercial capital of Colombo were targeted in a series of coordinated Islamic terrorist or ISIS suicide bombings. So which raises the question of what is ISIS? And to know the answer, we have to go back from where ISIS came, the Middle East. A third of Iraq and Syria was taken over by the Islamic State of Iraq and Syria after June 2014. They are called ISIS for short, but it is easier to understand what they are if you know them by their old name, Al-Qaeda in Iraq. They played a key role in the insurgency after America's invasion of Iraq in 2003, which toppled Saddam Hussein. And at that time, they had a lot of support from the country's minority, as Iraq a Muslim country with Shia majority and Sunni minority. ISIS holded a lot of territory because Sunnis were furious at both Americans who kicked Saddam Hussein out of power and the Shias who had taken over the government of Iraq. But Al-Qaeda in Iraq had very big ambitions. They didn't just wanted to kick Americans out of Iraq. They wanted to set up an Islamic state. So they banned music, they banned smoking, girls were not allowed to go to school, and then they began beheading civilians who disobeyed their rules. Starting in 2006, their brutality lost them the support of the Iraqi Sunnis, who later on partnered with the US forces to help push Al-Qaeda in Iraq out of the country. American takes a lot of credit for this, and Americans should be proud of it. But the big thing Americans did was that they helped Sunnis, the son of Iraq, as they called themselves, to rise up against Al-Qaeda in Iraq. So Al-Qaeda in Iraq was defeated. They were not destroyed. They were driven out of much of the territory they used to control, and they began rebuilding. In particular, they became heavily involved in fighting in Syria. They were trying to overthrow the Shiite Assad regime. Their tactics in Syria were so brutal that Al-Qaeda itself actually cut ties with them. Al-Qaeda thought Al-Qaeda in Iraq was bad for the Al-Qaeda brand. After the split with Al-Qaeda in Feb 2014, they renamed themselves as ISIS, and then they began setting up extortion racket from Syria. They took over the part of the oil industry. ISIS sold electricity back to the Syrian government that they were fighting. Meanwhile in Iraq, Prime Minister Maliki, who had been ruling on the sectarian lines. Maliki is a Shiite and he was empowering only Shias. He was violently breaking up the Sunni protests. He was arresting Sunni politicians. So the minority Sunni population began to hate him and fear him, which allowed ISIS to return to Iraq, and ISIS began selling themselves as Sunni champion against Maliki. And they grew strong enough to challenge the Iraqi government in the second largest city, Mosul. So when 800 ISIS soldiers challenged 30,000 Iraqi army troops in the most Sunni city of Iraq, the Iraqi troops, most of them, put down their arms and ran away. This was largely a Sunni group. They simply refused to fight and die for a Shiite government of Iraq. That ultimately is where ISIS' real power came from. ISIS got their weapons and money from the territories they controlled. ISIS had many skilled fighters, and ISIS was facing a government that was widely unpopular among Sunnis. But at least for now, they appear willingly to let ISIS operate in their territory freely because they saw it as an alternative to Shiite government that they despised. But ISIS wanted to do much more than that. They wanted to set up a new state that reaches up into both Iraq and Syria. One that governs according to a medieval interpretation of Islamic law. And this was the history of ISIS. And after an aggressive campaign by Russia and US-backed allies, ISIS was finally defeated when they lost the city of Mosul to the Iraqi forces. With this loss of the city of Mosul, they lost their dream to establish caliphate. Western nations thought that they had complete victory over ISIS, which they were wrong, as ISIS was defeated, not destroyed. That's why we will keep on seeing a lot of terrorist attacks even after ISIS is gone. This is Siachen X-File. Thank you for watching it. So what do you think about ISIS? Do write about your thoughts in the comments. And do not forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your friends. Till then, goodbye.